Hey, yo, we got more and more people speaking on the crazy Hollywood parties in 2024. Shout out Cat Williams first and foremost, because look, Ernie Hudson, the homie from Ghostbusters, speaks out about weird ish going on at Hollywood parties. Tap in. What's happening, people? It's the homie Smitster 400 coming at you straight off the Ave, and this is Smitster Reacts. One time salute to all the subscribers wherever you at all around the world, and if you made it to this video, go ahead, give us a like and subscribe, man. New content daily. Gotta give a shout out to the co-hosts, Mr. Dubbins, and Zenzi369. You know what it is, straight off the Ave fam. We in this thing. Now check it out, yo. Ernie Hudson, Ghostbusters legend, speaks on the wild parties that he happened to see when he was in the industry. Without further ado, we finna bring this to the stage. Give me one moment. Gotta make sure everything is everything. Alright, yeah, man. Bring this joint to the stage. Shout out Art of Dialogue, man. Instagram, you know what it is. Let's get to it.
Friends would come up to me and say, hey, Ernie, you might want to leave now. And I go, really? What? And they said, no, you might want to leave. And I would always leave. And then I find out later there was some weird stuff going on and people, whatever. And I'm like, so I always had people who kind of looked out for me, especially back in the day, and people would just kind of, pull my coat. Now, if I had ignored that and stayed till the midnight hour, but
and you could be having a lawsuit against you.
I've never, and then I also found I don't like to sort of insert myself. I was doing a movie called Weeds in North Carolina many years ago, and I think I'm friendly, but everybody would sort of get together and go to lunch, and they never would invite me. And I was like, I wonder, so one day I said, hey, wait, you guys going to lunch? They said, yeah. I said, oh, well, I'll come along. So I invited myself. And then I got in the car, and they pull out every drug you can imagine. And I'm sitting there, and I can't, first off, I don't want to do it, but I definitely can't work. We're just going to lunch. We got to come back and work. And so I was like, no, thank you. But I know I'm ruining their high. So I go, no, if I'm not invited, leave it alone.
Right.
I've heard stories of things going on the Ghostbusters set. I'm like, you know what? I was there. I ain't seen nothing. So they didn't invite me in the back room. So
I feel like you were protected. But do you think that a lot, because it's talking a little bit about Bill Cosby, and I was watching a documentary about the Playboy Mansion and Jim Brown and, just all those folks. Was drugs rampant back then as far as like Quaaludes and stuff?
Yeah, I'm sure it was. But then again, because people will ask you, say, Ernie, you get high, you like to get high, man, and I just don't, because not that I think I remember I tried smoking weed, and it was always making me really paranoid. But I had some weed, and my boys, I was a single dad. They found it and they flushed it down the toilet. And I came home, and it was like, what the hell is that? And they go, well, Dad, and he was crying. I'm like, well, you did what? And I was going off, and they said, well, you weren't the one else doing it, Dad. And then I thought, well, that's true. So, but I just never really could get to that place where I tried Coke years ago when they said Coke, you can't get addicted to Coke. And two things happened. My wife was saying she would kind of go off if she saw me trying to do it. So I would go in the bathroom and shut the door, but I was sort of lining it up, and I happened to look up in the mirror, caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror, and I'm like, oh hell no, that ain't no, I'm not. That was it there,
Wow.
and then I had a friend who was a producer friend. She's no longer with us for many reasons, but she was trying to show me how to freebase,
Oh boy.
and
That's old
she
school right there.
just transformed in front of my eyes. I'm like, whoa. I mean, I'm like, I will never do that. It was some pretty wild parties, but I
So yeah, man. The homie was around some wild ish. Talk about free basing and all that ish. Look, first and foremost, that's wild. Shout out to him for not doing that, but that's wild. Let me stop. Let me stop. But nah, he said he had the look. The herb made him paranoid. Some people can't handle the herb. Me personally, the herb calmed me down. I was a real active homie, and the herb made me really just chill. And then like musically doing music, the herb gave me more. I had a cousin used to always say to me, "Cause if you smoke, your music will be fire. Like it'll make it even like it's fire now, but it'll take you." I was like, "Nigga, get out of here with that ish." You feel me? Cause when you move in a certain way, you gotta be on point. That's how I was real militant. But once I was trying to move away from the militant ish and all the ish that's involved with being militant, I smoked the herb. The herb calmed me down, man. And then, fast forward, Mr. Good Gas. That's what it is. Mr. 400. Yeah. But and speaking on what he, talking about, look, they're gonna try to get you in the industry, bro. They're gonna try to get you. They're gonna try to get you, period. Like I had a homie, or not a homie, but I had an individual say, like, we don't got no gas, but we got some boy. And I'm like, nah. He's like, we got some girl. I was like, nigga, nah. Like, he's like, well, all the gas is gone. I was like, I'm good. Okay, cool. You feel me? I'm finna go get me a drink type ish. But if you let people talk you into it, or if you one of those people that are weak minded, yeah, you're gonna find yourself in certain situations. Notice that he said that he had somebody that told him to get up out the party, like, yo, it's about to get a little, you might want to get up out of here. Shout out to that, because I've had that in my time. You know, I had people around me telling me what was going on or what I was finna walk into before I even walked into the ish or had the opportunity to be around it. Like, I just be like, nah, I'm not even, instead of the wolf in sheep clothing type that act like they your homie, act like it's just cool and walk you into a whole zesty orgy or a straight up everybody in here doing this and you can't leave or the door is locked type ish. You can't leave. Diddy type ish. You feel me? So yeah. Shout out to the homie. He said he saw some. Look, there was word about some ish on the Ghostbusters set. That is crazy, but again, it's the industry. It's the. Could you imagine the homies from Ghostbusters back? Okay, hold up. Wait, we gotta think about who was on the cast. The one dude, I forget his name, but the one white dude, bro, he was known to be a little crazy. I think he played in Space Jam too. That guy, he was known to be a little crazy. You feel me? So yeah, I can imagine some ish that he was involved in. But yeah, that's wild, bro. That's wild how on so many levels that freaky is just trickled down. That wild is trickled down. But it's the industry. If you made it to this point in the video, go ahead, give us a like and subscribe. Shout out to the subscribers. You feel me? We appreciate y'all. And yeah, man, it's homie Smitster 400. This has been Smitster Reacts. If you'd like to donate to the channel, go ahead down below over here. Straight off the Ave, simple as that. And yeah, man. Again, thanks for tuning in. The homie Smitster 400 signing off. Owie.